folks, this is Jerry Wink-Gholson, and I'll be your instructor for Accounting 202 at CSU Pueblo through the Extended Studies Department. Welcome, and I'm glad you're in my class. So the first place you need to go to get started with this class is to go to Blackboard, log in. I think I did it right. Let's see. If you need help with the login, I think you need to send a message, a request for help to the help desk. Okay, so we're at 202 arranged. So I'm going to click on that class and eventually it'll come up. Okay, and right here is an announcement area. So I will be posting announcements periodically throughout the class, but the very first thing is going to be start here and start by viewing the following YouTube video. So before I make the class available, I will post the link to this video. And then you should read the welcome announcement and pay attention to all the dates. The next place you're going to go is to the syllabus. Okay, there is the word syllabus that keeps the dean and the Higher Learning Commission happy. The Excel syllabus is where you're going to go to know what to do and when to do it. Okay? Any forms you might need, like to withdraw from the class, I hope you don't do that. And then here's your textbook information, and then some etiquette kind of thing. So I'm going to go click on the Excel syllabus. You should read that word syllabus, word for word. But everything I think you need to know is in this Excel syllabus. So notice, pay attention that you're in the right class. You're in Accounting 202. It's spring 2021. How did that happen? And call number is 4001. And I'll have the video right here as the fourth line down. I'll get it posted. So this tells you how to register for your software through Blackboard. You have publish your videos, you have graded homework, you have mastery exercises, and your reflection paper. This is how you get your points, and the more points you earn, the better grade you get. So the harder you work, the better grade you get. In your grade section of Blackboard, you're going to see 4, 5, or 6 columns. You're going to see my total for the publisher videos that I think you've completed or done, my total for the graded homework, my total for mastery exercises, and then at the end of the semester, you'll get your reflection paper grade. And you'll see a grand total, and then there'll be a place for a letter grade, but I won't post that till the end of the semester. You're not going to see grades by chapter, only in total, and I usually send out an announcement saying I've got your Blackboard grades uploaded, so you should check and make sure that what you think you have is the same thing that I think you have, because if they're different, we got a problem and we need to solve it sooner rather than later, please. Okay, so here's how the point values work out, and also it has recommended due dates. You know, I really like for these extended study classes to finish the week before your final exams in your other classes, because then this class is done and you can focus on your other classes and not have to scramble to finish this class, because you've got all semester to work on it, starting as soon as I make it available. The absolute final due date is May 7th at 5 p.m. Don't ask for extensions. You've had all semester to work on it. Just because you procrastinate, I know how to procrastinate, believe me. But it's best if you don't. I promise. I've learned the hard way. I still do it though. Okay, same recommended due date, absolute final due dates for the graded homework and the mastery exercises. Okay, notice that I want your reflection paper at 8 a.m. That's the morning of the last day of the semester. I want all day to get them graded and grades done and given back to you so that you can confirm that what I put as your grade is right, and I don't have to do any grade change forms at the end of the semester. I hate doing that. And if you finish the class earlier in the semester, go ahead and write your paper, get it submitted. Let me know. I'll get it graded, and we'll finalize your grades right then. Okay? And there's another reminder for how to register for Connect. So if you look at the tabs, I have a grade sheet tab, a tab for every semester, and then at the end I have the instructions for writing your paper and how I'm going to grade it. So if you know how I'm going to grade it, then you know how to write your paper. Okay? So I suggest you look at that grading rubric, because there's a lot of points for a few little tiny things. So there's no sense in missing points on it. Okay, grade sheet. All right, here is how the point values work out. Total points possible are 1,040. Your grade is based on a total of 1,000 points. So you can miss 40 and still get a perfect score. Does that make sense? I hope so. And you have the opportunity to get every point right, every point possible, because I've given you unlimited attempts to everything. So you've got plenty of time to do it. And then the 200 points for your paper. Okay, so anything 90% of 1,000 is an A, 80% is a B. Easy to figure grades. All right, I told you I wanted you to keep up with your grades. So you can copy and paste this table in your own Excel spreadsheet and keep up with your grades. You could probably save this entire Excel syllabus somewhere on your computer, and then you'd have access to it. Okay? So keep up with your grades as you earn them, and then when I post grades, you can easily check and see if you think I have all your points that you think you should have. Okay, every chapter is set up similar to this. It still has the right call number on it and the right semester. Chapter 1, it has the 3 primary ways you're going to earn points. It has a recommended due date the week before the final exam week, and the absolute final date as the last day of the semester at 5 p.m. Not midnight, 5 p.m. Points attached to everything. And then what you're going to see in Blackboard is this stuff that's on your syllabus. Okay? So you can go to Blackboard and look at it, or you can do it here from the syllabus. It's probably easier from Blackboard. So I've prepared lecture notes that follow the chapter. I've prepared Excel homework answers for these graded homework problems with the numbers that are in the book. When you go to work it, it will be a different set of numbers for every student. So you have to be able to work what's in the book and what you have to work. Okay? So I would suggest that you work what's in the book by hand on paper, because that kind of helps you remember stuff better. And then go to the graded homework in the software and rework it with those numbers, and then you have the numbers to plug into the software. And make sure you save and return to Blackboard, because if you don't return to Blackboard, everything's lost. Okay? And then you've got the three ways to earn grades in Connect, which is the software, and you enter through Blackboard. And I'll show you how to do that in just a second. So every chapter is set up just like that. Your reflection paper instructions, you can read this on your own, but I want to point out this line right here. The writing room in the library is a great resource to get your paper proofed prior to submitting it to me. And I strongly suggest you do this, because when you graduate and get a job, your employer or your customers or your suppliers you're going to have to communicate with them in a written format, even if it's a quick email. You need to be able to write well and express yourself clearly and concisely. I'm here to help you do that, okay? That's part of the reason for this reflection paper. Practice on me, so that when you graduate and go out in the world, you've got it down and you don't have to worry about that. You can just worry about running your business or your department or whatever it is you're going to be doing, okay? So plan time in your schedule to get an appointment with the writing room, whether it's virtual or in person. I'm sure they're going to have something virtual out there for it, and let them help you proof it, okay? And I want it to be APA double-spaced. So the APA format is a particular way to write a formal paper. Do a little bit of research on it. I'm going to look for headings and subheadings. I will look for a cover page, okay? I don't usually count off if you don't have it, but I prefer you have it. I will look for an introduction and a conclusion. I'll look for appropriate citations if you put references in there. I will look for simple things that you should have learned in elementary school, such as noun and verb agreement, completed sentences that actually make sense, correctly spelled words, and capitalization and punctuation. You wouldn't believe some of the papers I get, so don't you be one of those, all right? And then there is a video that you can view as to how to put your paper into Blackboard so that I can grade it with the grading rubric. Okay, and then there's your grading rubric. It's a 200-point rubric for reflection papers. So I'm going to grade the four things of content. I'm going to grade APA paper format and your overall writing quality. So there's points assigned to all the things I'm looking for. All right, I'm going to go back to Blackboard now. And we've looked at syllabus and resources. So I'm going to go to chapter folders. And each chapter folder is set up in the same manner. Okay, if it's been a while since you've had Accounting 201, here are some YouTube videos that you can use to review. I wrote and produced all of these. So it's the things I want you to know. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but if you think you're weak in some area, this is a good resource for you. Okay, so we're going to go down to chapter 12. And then here is the reflection paper instructions again. Okay, so I've got it in two places for you. I hope you can't miss it. So chapter 1 is, I clicked on it, and I have some orientation videos here for you, and these will help you get started. Okay, these I don't believe I assigned points to. This one I did assign points to, and you can look. I don't know if you can see the due date on your screen or not, but this tells me it's the current video. And I can look at a student. This is what you will see, student assignment view. It takes a second. Okay, so it's 10 points, when it's due, current attempt. Okay, save and exit. Always do that. Continue to go to the next video. And always return to Blackboard, so your grade will be posted. Okay? And it's the same basic setup. Okay, after the publisher videos, that's kind of an introduction to the chapter. Read the chapter along with the lecture notes. Work the homework from the book, and you have my answers there and how I work it to get to the right answer. Then if there is something in there that I think you need to know more about, I put a video in there. In this video, that product versus period cost, the high-low method might be in chapter 6, okay? So you may not need that part of it, but you definitely need product and period cost. And then to access the graded homework, You click on it, and I'll go to the student view for you, maybe. There we go. It says 9 questions at 30 points. And I think I told the software to tell you the question number. So you would continue is what you would do. I'm going to save and exit. And you save and exit when you're finished. And then always, always, always go back to Blackboard. I hope y'all had a good Christmas and a good New Year's. It's a brand new year and it's going to be better, right? Okay, mastery exercises. Click on it. This is what I see. There were 44 questions that I could have assigned. Oh, it looks like I assigned you a lot in this chapter because there's a lot in chapter 1. So you get 30 questions at a point apiece, which is 30 points. All right, so here's your student assignment view. And everybody gets a different set of questions. So I doubt any person's going to get the same set of questions as another person. And they're all, if they have numbers, they're algorithmic. So I hope you don't cheat. So 30 questions, you continue to get the first one, save and exit, and always, always, always return to Blackboard. Okay, so that's what I've got for you. If you have questions, I believe I put in my first welcome announcement. Let's look and see. Because you got to be able to contact me, right? Did I put that in there? Well, guess what? I think I'll update that and I'll put my contact information in there. It is at the top of the word syllabus. That's where it is. So I'll go to the syllabus again and we'll go to the word syllabus. So put me in your phone, okay? What I prefer is for you to text my cell phone, tell me who you are, what class you're in, and ask me if I'm available to help you with something. And I keep my phone with me pretty much all the time. And you go to the second page. So this is Jerry's cell phone right here, 252-1432. This is Extended Studies office and fax number, okay? So text my cell and then I'll text you back and we'll get together and we'll get it fixed, whatever it is you're having trouble with. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that. And again, I welcome you. I'm glad you're in my class. And let's get to work and get this semester done and behind us. All right? Have a good semester. Bye-bye.